Can you smell the rye bread? That's from the Baggish Bakery. My friend Donnie Baggish, his father, Julius Baggish, owns the Baggish Bakery. It's much better rye bread than Pomerantz, that stuck-up store further down on Albany Avenue. And Donnie came to me and said he had 2 tickets to Reilly Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. Reilly Brothers gave free tickets if you helped advertise the show with a big poster thing in the window. And Donald had 2 tickets to that afternoon, the performance of the Reilly Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, July 6, 1944, and he wanted me to go with him. Wow. I went home to tell my mommy. I said, Ma, Donald Baggish wants me to, you can't go to the circus. Isn't she a doll? You're going to the circus with your father tonight. You can't go twice in a day to the circus. You can't go with Donald. So I went anyway. And we crept up Enfield Street to Barber Street. And my mother caught us. And she yelled from the porch, I hope it burns to the ground. No, Donald, you would like her if you got to know her. Donald, look. It's like the Loewy's Paradise. All the sawdust. And this tent with 3 big poles. We didn't have the best seats. We had seats on the side. We could either sit on the right or the left. And we didn't know where to go. And I said, Donald, let's go on this side because we can go higher. And we got to the highest bleacher. Wow. And the first act was the animal act. Wild animals, lions and tigers, and the crack of the whip and the sawdust flew up. Look, Donald! And then a hush fell over the tent because the greatest circus act in the world was going to come and perform next. The Flying Wallendas. They were famous the world over. And they came out, they had beautiful yellow costumes, all feathers, and they were carrying chairs on their shoulders and they made pyramids. Look, they're going to walk all across the 3 rings without a net. And this beautiful acrobat with a headdress of yellow feathers. When she stepped on the wire, Donald screamed, fire! Fire! And the voice in my head said, jump! Jump, Donald, and I jumped. And we ran to the other end of the tent. And we ran to the edge of the parking lot and turned around. And it was gone! Donald! The tent is gone! It's gone. And there was hardly any sound except the band was playing the Stars and Stripes Forever because that's what they do when there's an emergency. A little girl went past me and her face had been burned away. And she kept screaming, my mommy's going to kill me, my mommy's going to kill me. Well, she was already dead. Her mother wasn't going to kill her. The circus did that. 168 people were killed July 6th, 1944. And there's my picture with one of my beautiful toupees. And oh, thank God that period is over. And this is what it said in the article. The tent did not collapse. It evaporated. Its roof had been waterproofed with a mixture of 6,000 gallons of gasoline and 1,800 pounds of paraffin, a formula that had been used for decades. You see, the Reilly Brothers Barnum and Bailey people were too cheap to fireproof it. That cost too much money. So they choose to waterproof it so that if it rained, they wouldn't have to give back any money. Donald never said what my mother yelled from the porch that morning before we went. Donald was a good friend.